What advice can you give Christians who might be considering running for local office? Is there what type of position should they look for? What can they expect? Should they find a position? Kind of give us some advice for the Christians ready to get boots on the ground.
Yeah. So, I mean, definitely get involved in your local and state affiliates. And I'll plug the Libertarian Party of Indiana here. If you're a member of Indiana, or if you live in Indiana, please get involved. Join us. Find your county chapter. A lot of us have county chapters because there's a lot of paperwork, and there's a lot of logistics. You can't just show up on election day and write your name on the ballot and say, I'm running. I mean, there's a lot of hoops you have to jump through. And my advice before anything, I convinced a lot of people not to run against me. I was unopposed because I convinced my incumbent that I was a good enough candidate that I should replace him. And he was looking for someone. He'd been in there a lot of years and looking for someone to, even though he was a Democrat, I got him lunch and talked to him and convinced him to let me run, and convinced other people that were talking about running to not run or to run for other things. And so, again, it happens with a certain brand of Christian bro, just the same with libertarian bro. They think that because you have to be bold and unapologetic when it comes to the ideas and principles, that you should just be bold and unapologetic and a jerk personally. And it's like, no, I mean, Jesus, in some ways, he was obviously the most bold, principled person ever, saying that he's God in front of the Sanhedrin. But socially, he was a pushover. He's like, yeah, sure, I'll go to your house. Yeah, he's a nice guy. Bother me in the crowd. Sure, kids, come on up. You should only be confrontational when your values demand it, right? Be funny, be talkative, be friendly, make friends. You should be friends with the person who's leaving the office before you sign up to be on the ballot at a local level. That's not realistic. The calculus is completely different once you get to a bigger level. But if you're talking about a race with less than 100,000 constituents, you have no excuse but to be on a first name basis, or at least try to be on a first name basis with all of the big stakeholders for that. And just the iron law of oligarchy, if you convince the 10 most influential people in that area to support you, at least personally, if not ideologically, you're going to have a lot better opportunity